You gentlemen and ladies fair that grace this famous city, come listen if you've time to spare while I rehearse this ditty. And for the opportunity, consider yourself lucky. It is not often that you see a hunter from Kentucky.
I'm the Surface Standard, and today we're going over something that I know is probably not going to do that well, but granted it's because I'm completely switching time periods. This will probably come out before my Mackie Slog video. Do know I am working on that. I just need to find the time to actually do it. I probably could have done it today when I'm recording, but I played War Thunder all day and kind of wasted my day. So, but otherwise, I do expect that soon. This one's probably gonna come up before, we'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna be going over my complete summer kit for the Texas Revolution. And this is also kind of what I'm bringing to San Felipe for the Father of Texas event, which is October 9th. Sorry, no, November 9th. Whoops, wrong month. November 9th, which is next, from when I'm recording, next Saturday. So I will be going there with two of my buddies, the twins from my reenactment group. They will be coming with me and doing some militia stuff for that event. It's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be really cool. And I definitely will probably try to post as much as I can about it and try to get videos and photos. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so I'm just going to be going over my impression. And like I said, I know this probably isn't going to do that well because I know a lot of people that I have polled are interested in Vietnam. And this is something that's just like completely different. But I hope to kind of attract a different audience in some ways, but also just kind of show you something that's completely different. Even if you don't really have an interest in 1800s stuff, I think it's interesting. Texas history, of course, and all that. Anyways, I'm rambling, so let's get on to it. So, basically, as I've said in my last video that I kind of made over this, I explained that for this time period, any militia, you're basically going to be wearing what you could afford. So I portray kind of like a poor farmer-ish, and so that is why I'll kind of explain that as we go. But yeah, quick note: in Texas Revolution, most militiamen were just civilians, dressed as civilians with some clothing and with some equipment that could have been military, but depends what you could afford, like I said. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. So for the clothing at the time period, I have my white undershirt, which is underneath my overshirt, which I'm not really gonna show all that much, but it's a long pullover with a button collar and a flap at the front, button cuffs with a flap in them. And the overshirt's the same design. This one's plaid. Plaid was pretty common to see amongst lower classes like farmers. I do portray a farmer who's a militiaman, so that's also why a lot of the stuff I have is what it is. But yeah, so plaid, overshirt, same design. We have the cravat, or neck scarf, which is a plaid. It doesn't really match, but yeah, it'll be fine. And I finally have my trousers. We have Jordan was so grateful to help, was so kind to make these for me, so I'm really thankful for that. But yeah, so they're a white cotton, I say white, more like off-white cotton, and it's really cool, and they're really, really good too, and they're really nice and just breathable and all that. And period correct drop-down trousers, that was as it was the style at the time. Then we have civilian leather shoes with socks, period correct socks. And then for pocket stuff, I should pull the coins out, but let's see if I can. But this is my wallet at the moment. This bag is not mine. It is my good friend Michael's bag, and he's donated me a lot of this stuff, and also let me borrow a good amount of stuff as well. But yeah, so we have some Spanish 8 real or pieces of 8. There's more in there, just didn't want to pull that out. We have my pocket knife, period correct pocket knife. We have a songbook, which is pretty cool. I'm borrowing that at the moment. This is mine. This is a Christian hymn book with period correct songs. So, yeah. Then we have what will probably end up being actually a flagpole. But right now it's kind of like a lance or a spear. So, yeah, it's just a cane pole with that. You could see it, but it wouldn't really be that common. But it's probably going to end up being a flagpole because that's what it looks more like. So for equipment, it's very civilian style. So we have a civilian belt. And then we have my shot bag, which is made out of cowhide, a deer antler, a patch knife. I finally got my patch knife back. So yeah, and it's sharp now and not broken. powder horn, and I dyed the, we finally dyed the straps, so now it looks nice. Tomahawk, which I will probably end up replacing with a nicer one eventually. This is new. My haversack, made out of the same material as this. Jordan just kind of took what was left over of that and made this. So it's really cool. Haversacks wouldn't be that common, but you could see them. But it's really nice to have stuff like right on your hip instead of what the other mechanism, or the other way of carrying stuff, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. But yeah, so haversack's really nice. I'm going to have all my mess stuff in there probably. And yeah. Then we have my gourd canteen, which I need to reline with beeswax, but yeah. And then we got a corn cob cork. So all this stuff could have easily been made on a farm. That's why I have it, because it's very easily made. My Dinex Kentucky rifle, that will be changed next summer, hopefully. I should be out. I have a really good deal of getting an actual one, so yeah. Then we have just a notebook, and I've been writing in it as I've been going to events. Pencil, which is made to look period correct, but it's actually just modern pencil. Candles, seasons book, candle holder made out of a gourd with a candle in it. I will be bringing that because when it gets dark, well, I mean, I'll just bring it because it looks cool and it's good, like little desk stuff to have. All that stuff I'm not going to talk about. I talked about that in my last video, and I'm not bringing it, so it doesn't matter. This will become my wool overshirt, but I gotta get to that. And then that will be my market wallet. That is a market wallet I'm borrowing from Michael. I'll talk about that a little bit. Straw hat, which I sewed a little bit of myself. There we go. So not the straw hat, but the liner and the bow I did myself. So yeah, nice farmer straw hat. And then for messware, I finally actually have complete messware. So we have my own spoon, which I've had, my own fork, just a wire fork. That's the one that I had in the last video that Michael was letting me borrow. This one's a little bit bigger. I kind of prefer the smaller one, but it works. We have a little bag with same bag as the other one, but this one holds rations. It has beef jerky at the moment. Soon to be market wallet. Wooden bowl, which is mine. Wooden plate, which is mine. The tin plate over here is now mine. This came today actually, which is quite nice. But yes, we got the tin plate. Wooden plate probably would be more common, but I have a tin plate. There's the market wallet. And as I said in my other video, it's just 2 pockets with a slit in the middle, and you put your stuff in it, and then when you want to carry it, you just twist it and throw it over your shoulder. So here's the copper-lined cup that Michael let me borrow, and here's my actual cup, which is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Typically, there's a lot smaller, but I mean, it works. So, sewing kit that I'm borrowing at the moment, and my gourd bowl, and that's really about it. So yeah, so Father Texas is going to be a really fun event. I'm excited to go to that. As I said, all this is militia stuff's really cool, and this is all just to portray a farmer who is a militiaman as well. So let's go see what it looks like on me. And here's what it looks like on me. As you can see, it's a lot different than when it's just laid out. But yeah, so here it is. I have my trousers, overshirt, undershirt under that. I have my sleeves rolled up, mainly because it's a little hotter. Hat, all the other accoutrements, and all that fun jazz. Haversack with all the stuff in it. I don't have the market wallet, mainly because you probably would be carrying a lot of minimalistic stuff. The stuff I have that I showed off, you probably wouldn't be carrying that much. Even in my haversack, I might be carrying a little bit too much at the moment. But yeah, you could probably try to carry the least amount, like the most amount, but like not too much in a way. And my weapon, of course. Yes, this is on a different day. I know this is very late. But yeah, so this is what it looks like. And this is what I'll be wearing in 2 days from when I'm recording now. Not when I recorded the other bit. I recorded the other bit almost a week ago, so yeah. Sorry about the delays. Life's been busy. But I am going to be wearing this to Father Texas this weekend. And I do plan on doing a Mac v SOG, finishing that. I do have the first part of that video done. I just need to do the second part, which is the on the person stuff. So yeah, I will be doing that. Probably, hopefully soon. Maybe not this week. It's probably going to be next week, but I do plan on getting that done. It's going to look a lot better than my old videos and stuff like that. So, yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Kentucky, oh Kentucky, the hunters of Kentucky.